think I know the real you.
These actors don't give much bang for their buck. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 overpaid actors.
Stop it! Stop! Enough!
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the actors whose salaries are often higher than they should be, given their box office results and/or the poor quality of their performances, at least in some cases.
Help me find the others like you.
Perhaps they don't want to be found.
Number 10. Ben Affleck.
You were never a god.
Despite a rocky beginning, Ben Affleck's career really took off when he began directing and pursuing more dramatic roles. However, the dimple-chinned actor has gone on to appear in several critically polarizing movies, along with the notable bomb, Live by Night.
I got nothing left. I don't want to be a gangster.
Granted, Affleck's performances have always been strong, often being universally hailed as standout parts of divisive films. Even so, at points during the 2010s, films he was in made only $12.30 for every $1 he was paid, making for a bad investment. Here's hoping either he or casting agents can make better choices in the future.
Who did it? Best guess.
I don't guess.
Number 9. Will Smith.
No, I just pretend to be a good dude.
Once the Fresh Prince of the box office, holding several records for starring in films grossing in the hundreds of millions, Will Smith's fortunes got turned upside down during the 2010s. Though the actor is still a box office draw, and his performances remain full of charisma, Smith was featured in a number of critical failures, as well as some unexpected flops and misfires. This resulted in him earning $1 for every 5 made by theaters for his films in 2016, which definitely qualifies as overpaid, no matter how much love there is for the guy.
You have to be the best version of yourself. If you don't know what that is, you pick something and fake it.
Number 8. Vin Diesel.
I killed everyone on this plane. I still couldn't get in there.
The bald-by-choice king of the mumble growl,
I got no choice!
Vin Diesel is a fine action star, but not much of an investment. Although he stars in a number of successful franchises like The Fast and the Furious, he's usually not the main draw for those films. Meanwhile, whatever Marvel keeps giving him to say "I am Groot" has to be too much.
I'm Groot.
The actor made $54 million between 2016 and 2017, and while the majority of that was probably due to the XXX and Fast and the Furious films released during that period, how many takes of "I am Groot" do you really need?
I am Groot.
Well, that's just as fascinating as the first 89 times you told me that.
Number 7. Ben Stiller.
It's not that simple.
At one time, Ben Stiller was one of the biggest names in comedy movies, but his is a name that no longer carries much weight. While the actor has appeared in a fair number of successful movies, he's also featured in his share of critical and commercial flops, like the long-awaited yet disappointing sequel, Zoolander 2.
I will retire from modeling and live alone as a hermit crab.
Stiller's high price tag resulted in his films making only $4.80 for each dollar he was paid in 2014. Granted, he's not quite as overpaid as Derek Zoolander, whose blue steel look is indistinguishable from his Magnum, but it's still not a great return.
All right, I'm just gonna keep going.
Number 6. Bradley Cooper.
We pay more than any job these men can get, and that's why there's a line 50 deep every time there's an opening.
Since his ascension to greater prominence in the film community, Bradley Cooper has appeared in everything from critical darlings to blockbuster comedies. However, the actor starred in a string of box office flops, and even a bomb or two between 2014 and 2015, causing those films to earn only a little over $12 for every $1 paid to him. Although this isn't as bad as some of his peers, Cooper is still a comparatively newer star, causing us to feel like he's correlatively more overpaid, whether he's on screen or not.
You gotta be kidding.
Number 5. Brad Pitt.
We haven't been introduced.
He is easily one of the biggest and handsomest actors in Hollywood, and has even tried his hand at producing. Even so, Brad Pitt appeared in a number of misfires throughout the 2010s. A batch of romantic dramas flopped, crashed, and bombed, leaving Pitt with a return figure of around $11.50 for every dollar he was paid. Worse still, unlike many of the other entries on this list, Pitt's last certified hit is buried a bit deeper in his back catalog. While most have had at least one hit during the late 2010s, Pitt's dates back to 2014's Fury.
We're still open for business.
Number 4. Channing Tatum.
Up is hard, down is easy.
A lot of people judge Channing Tatum by his looks, and while yes, he can pull off the big, tough, muscle-bound guy roles to a T, he is a versatile actor with a surprising amount of range, with an aptitude for comedy and drama alike. While the actor's appearances in big-budget blockbusters and comedies have earned him perfectly fair pay, it's his appearances in smaller films that led to his placement on our list, as 2017 saw returns of just $7.60 for every dollar he earned.
You really expect me to take that seriously?
Number 3. Mark Wahlberg.
You want my take? I mean, you really want my take?
2017's most highly paid actor, Mark Wahlberg also turned out to be its most overpaid. The star has featured in a ton of movies of mixed quality. In fact, in the years since 2012, Wahlberg starred in 2 to 4 films per year. Although many have been successful, more often they were badly received by audiences and critics, with box office figures to match. However, while Wahlberg holds the ironic distinction of being both the highest paid and most overpaid actor for a given year, he is not the first actor to pull it off.
Look, somebody better start talking or I'm out of here.
Number 2. Adam Sandler.
What am I, a billionaire?
One of the most polarizing actors and comedians of his era. Whether you love Adam Sandler or you'd rather pay to not watch his films, his wages are definitely excessive. Sandler has appeared in many critically lambasted films, as well as some financially disastrous ones, but his pay has been large regardless. Sandler's bad bank reputation was cemented in 2014 when he made Forbes' list of most overpaid actors for the second year in a row, generating just $3.20 for every dollar he pocketed. It's little wonder he moved to Netflix.
I'm in a bit of a bind, boys.
Number 1. Johnny Depp.
What you crying, boy?
Indian.
There was a time when Johnny Depp was one of the most versatile and respected actors in Hollywood. However, a string of roles as wacky weirdos left him typecast as, well, a wacky weirdo.
I am embarking on a very dangerous escapade from which I may not well return.
A handful of personal scandals might have caused the actor's fortunes to fall, but none of this affected his ability to pull in a solid payday, despite appearing in some egregious box office bombs. In 2015 and 16, Depp managed to top Forbes' annual list of overpaid actors back-to-back, with his 2015 numbers showing returns of just $1.20 for every dollar paid for services rendered.
What a horrible way to live!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.